Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum my dear students. I am your English teacher Mrs. Sabanaz, and today we will continue with our previous topic, which was regarding narration. In our today's lecture, students, we will learn about the types of sentences in narration and how we bring the change in those types of sentences. Keep this thing in your mind, boys, that there is a big difference between tenses and the sentences. Tenses are basically of three types: past, present and future. While talking about the sentences, there are 5 types of sentences. Number 1 is declarative or simple statement sentence. Number 2, interrogative sentence. Then imperative, exclamatory, and the last one is optative sentence. Number 1 is declarative or the statement sentence. These are the types of sentences which is in the form of simple statement or in which you learn about a specific information about something or someone. So we will see about the declarative or the statement sentences and what changes come in these sentences while converting them from direct to indirect speech. Coming towards the examples, she said, I am a teacher. She said that she was a teacher. Boys, keep this thing in your mind. You must be very clear about the change in the tenses for narration before going for this rule, because you won't be able to learn about the change in sentences until and unless you won't get your grip on the change of tenses. Next one is, Umar said to Ali, I like horse riding. Umar said to Ali that he liked horse riding. The students said, our teacher is on leave. The students said that their teacher was on leave. Next, or number 2 type of sentence is interrogative sentence. Interrogative, as the heading is showing, questioning sentences, or where some question is being made or some interrogation is being made, inquiry. In these sentences, we are not supposed to use conjunction that. In indirect speech, we use if or whether while converting a sentence with a helping verb. In place of that, we will use if or whether, and in place of say or said, tell or told, we will use the word ask or asked, and then inquires or inquired. Now coming towards the examples of the interrogative sentences, first one is, he said, are the children playing? He asked, because this is interrogative sentence. So he asked if the children were playing. If the children were playing. Next one, he said to me, do you want to sit? He asked me whether I wanted to sit. Number 3, the mother said to me, who has broken the glass? The mother asked me who had broken the glass. Simply, boys, present perfect sentence has been changed into past perfect. Simply remind the change in the tenses of narration and you will be able to get it. Next one is, the policeman said to me, where are you going? The policeman inquired me. Obviously, the police will always inquire about a matter. So the policeman inquired where I was going. Next type is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences where some order, command, request or advice is being made. In place of preposition to, in place of conjunction that, we use preposition to. So in imperative sentences, we do not use conjunction that, but we use preposition to, to. Then we use ordered, commanded, requested or advised in place of said or told. Next we use the word forbid in place of do not. Means if we want to keep someone away from something or some matter, we will use the word forbid. Coming toward the examples, and you will learn it more specifically. He said to his servant, clean the room. He ordered his servant to clean the room. To clean the room. The general said to the troops, encircle the enemy. The general commanded, because general is a person who is in authority. So he will command the troops to encircle the enemy. They said to me, please teach us English. So here a request is being made. So they requested me to teach them English. My mother said to me, take care of your health. My mother advised me. Because parents or the elders always advised us. So the mother advised me to take care of my health. Last one is, the teacher said to us, do not tell a lie. The teacher forbade. This is the second form of the verb forbid. The teacher forbade us to tell a lie. Next is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences where a statement is being made with a strong emotions, and those emotions can be the emotion of joy or the sadness. In exclamatory sentences, the word said is replaced with exclaimed with joy for happiness, sorrow or grief for sad news, surprise or wonder when you become amazed on seeing something amazing. Coming towards the examples, he said we are going on a trip. Obviously going on a trip is all the time shows the feeling of enjoyment. So he exclaimed with joy that they were going on a trip. Next, he said, alas, my wife is dead. He exclaimed with grief that his wife was dead. Next one, he said, what a unique present it is. He exclaimed with surprise that it was a unique present. Students, keep this thing in your mind that we use the word exclaimed with and then joy, sorrow, whatever. After that, conjunction that is being used, and after conjunction that, the sentence becomes a simple statement sentence. Like this one sentence, he exclaimed with surprise. This is what showing the exclamatory sentence. Then conjunction that. After this, the sentence is simply a statement sentence. It was a unique present. Present means gift. He said, what a beautiful scene it is. He exclaimed with wonder that it was a beautiful scene. Now the last one type of sentence is optative sentence. Optative sentences are those sentences where some wish or pray is made. In optative sentences, the word said is replaced with wish or pray or the curse. Curse means to use ill words for someone. Examples, the people said, long live the president. Obviously this is a wish of the people, so what we will say, the people wished that the president might live long. Because this is a wish, so we will use the modal might over here. Second is, he said, may God bless children. He prayed that God might. May will be changed into might, because in our reporting speech, the speech which is outside inverted commas, we have the sentence in simple past, second form of the verb. So inside the the inverted commas, which where our reported speech is lying, we will use this we will replace this may with might. He prayed that God might bless children. Last one, she said, may your enemy go to hell. She cursed that my enemy might go to hell. Students, keep this thing in your mind that whenever some wish or pray or curse is being made, those sentences are called optative sentences, and in optative sentences we always choose the word may. And in narration, while changing the speech from direct to indirect statement, if we have simple past sentence, then that may will be changed into might, might, might. So the sentence will be, she cursed that my enemy might go to hell.